Welcome to our first episode of The Realms. We are playing Pathfinder 2.0. We are starting, this is the first episode this evening, so we are all very excited. We are going to do intros in-game, so we will not do intros before we start, so everybody will learn. But if we want to go around the table really quick and introduce ourselves, IRL.
I'm Chaos.
That's in real life.
Thank
Wow.
you.
In case you
Appreciate that.
In case you didn't know.
For us not technically advanced people.
I'm Katrina.
Hello. I'm Matt.
Todd.
And I am Jadaktim, and we will get right into it. Right after any announcements, if we have any announcements going on before we go.
I don't think so.
Anything
A little
that we
bit
need to
about
throw
the
it out?
system, maybe.
We can talk about
Pathfinder 2.0. So we are embarking on I guess you would call a homebrew campaign if you want. We aren't coming out of any books or anything. We are going to brew it ourselves, and it will be a campaign. It will be multiple sessions, and
This is in their world, though.
this is in
It's
their
not a
world.
homebrew world. It's
Sorry,
just-
the world's on homebrewed. We will be in Galarian. We will be starting in Absalom, and we will go from there. So
The finely crafted world of Galarian.
we have run through the system. It is very cool. We hope you enjoy the show. And if there's nothing else, we will get rolling. Anything from Peanut Gallery? Yeah.
Nope.
Just GG, have fun.
It will be good. The year is 4719 AR, Absalom Reckoning. Peace reigns in Absalom. The death of Arodin still hangs over the city, but the economy and industry are thriving, and there is little to fear in the eyes of the city's inhabitants. Beyond this veil of peace, those that see signs or search for answers from presence unknown and unseen look past the many failed prophecies since Arodin's fall to the new one that foreshadows gloom and darkness. This prophecy, which is ignored by the masses in this age of lost omens, speaks of an evil that threatens the very existence of Galarian. But it is quiet and moves with the patience of ages and remains hidden from the eyes too blind to see, and a temptation to those who seek power by any means. In Eastgate sits a small church, run by Crichton Pike, a cleric of Caden, one who sees but is not tempted by the overshadowing evil. It has been his life's work to watch over Galarian and seek the heroes it needs and the rulers it requires. For Crichton knows, in the darkest corners of this fair city may lurk the greatest of champions, and in the smallest person may reside the strength of giants. His search leads him in many directions, and his clerics are often assigned to search anomalies that cause Crichton and the city concern. He works with many of the leaders in Absalom and the surrounding cities, investigating what comes to his attention and seeking the answers and solutions to the threat that overshadows his great city. His study is in a quiet place, not lavishly decorated, but brightly lit with a desk in the center of the room. Here he sits, awaiting his next meeting, which is to take place with one of his newly recruited clerics. A man in whom he has great faith, though his triumphs are few thus far. Crichton sees great potential in this young man, and a knock at the door has Crichton look up from the letter that he is reading. Enter. Why don't you describe your character?
All right. So Micah is a human male, about mid-20s, blonde, short hair, with a blonde full beard, but trimmed short and neat as well. And carries a few extra pounds on him. He's lived a bit of a life of luxury, and but he's not unaccustomed to hard work, and there's a bit of muscle ripples underneath all that as well. If I just came here and if I'm loaded for bear, then I'd come with wearing full breastplate setup, partial suit of plate mail basically, shield strapped to my pack, rapier sheath at my side. And he's kind of good looking in that roguish kind of way. always seems to have a ready smile. And
The chat is mentioning that the mic is hard to hear on that side.
telling it's this mic.
All right, we're on it.
And they will talk louder. Micah, thank you for answering my summons. I have, as you know, a concern. In Eastgate, there is one from Copperwood who has asked for our services, and I have said that I would send an escort with his investigator. And I would like you to go. This may be very minor and something we do not need to worry about, but I have called you here to request that you take that task.
Absolutely, Crichton.
That is why I asked you to come dressed for bear. She will be meeting you as soon as you get to Eastgate. She will probably beat you there because she is actually there. So you may leave right away.
Who am I looking for?
Her name, she goes by Tooks. She is a gnome magic user of some sort, not of our class.
And from there?
From there, investigate with her. Report back to me with your findings. There has arisen another matter that I must attend to immediately, and as soon as you are done with this, I may need you back here.
Very well. Does she have any more information, or?
She should. Her patron is the one that called upon our church as for an escort. She's new, but I'm told she's very capable.
Very well. We will. We'll see what we find.
Thank you, and Caden Speed. He goes back to working.
Turn around, very quietly close the door behind me, and I will head out immediately.
Duke Kingsman is the ruler of Copperwood, a small town on the outskirts of Absalom. The stories of magical raids upon his beloved town have led him to become a paranoid man. He rarely leaves his study. He employs many knowers of the magic arts. He tasks himself with the constant vigilance in preparation against any threat that may endanger his constituents and his fair city. Constantly on the watch for some great magical calamity on the horizon, his employees often find themselves seeking answers to the strange happenings throughout Absalom. As he finishes a letter to one of them, a strange feeling overcomes him, and he calls his servant forth to deliver the missive. It is a feeling of darkness that he has, and he begins to draft a second missive to Crichton. Oh, actually, so he hands this to the servant, and you hear a knock on your study door.
Enter.
Madam Tooks, from Kingsman.
Thank you, darling.
And why don't you describe your character?
Brushtook's Pie is a very small, very slender, very colorful gnome. Right now, her hair is elegantly upswept with colors of sapphire and silver shot through. She's wearing very elegant, colorful robes, and her skin has a marbly and copper type sheen. Did I say that loud enough? Noble Rushtooks, your presence is requested to investigate a strange occurrence in the Precipice Quarter. I have hired an escort to attend you. Meet him at the Dragon Wing Inn in Eastgate. Bring me news post-haste. You'll find the anomaly near the Tome of the Saint, Kingsman. Finally, some excitement.
Though peace reigns through the land, as with any major town, there is always crime. The dark side of the world is kept at bay for the most part, but rich travelers must always be wary. And those that travel in caravans and spend what is necessary on security often find their investment is worthwhile. Such is the case with Corvus, a rich merchant who pays well those that defend his merchant caravans, just as such an incident occurred with his last one that came into Eastgate this morning. Meeting the crew and those mercenaries he hired, word reached him of the band of gypsies that sought to steal the items they were bringing forth from the Shining Lands. Thwarted, Mostly in part by a young upstart rogue they call Riker, Corvus has decided to meet with this young rogue in person and thank him for saving what he knows may be the very salvation for all of Galarian. You come in from the docks, you're onto the docks from the boat, and you were just escorting his caravan. Why don't you describe your character?
Rika Greystone is a human, young in age, 5'9", 168 pounds, green eyes, long light brown hair, and with tan skin of being weathered from being out in the environments. He's definitely a scout of sorts. Helps travelers along their way. Richer they are, the better it is for his pockets.
Sir Riker, I hear that I have you to thank for the dispatch of that gypsy menace.
Yeah, it was no problem.
Well, it would be a problem for me, and so you'll be very well rewarded. And he hands you a bag of gold.
Right, thank you.
The head gypsy that you dispatched also was pickpocketed by one of my men, and he left us this. I can make hide nor hair of it, so it shall be yours.
Thank you.
I will also be calling on you should I have anything else to come up.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
So, a background on when you dispatched the merchant, the gypsy leader. He told you of the Tomb of Saints and to seek riches there that he had. That is where that box came from, as Corvus has told you.
Excellent. You use a little more money in my pocket. I count out the gold.
Okay. There is 10 gold pieces, which is double of what he promised you for the short escort that they did.
Excellent, sir. I am your man.
Oh, you will be called upon again. We have much to discuss, but another time. I will allow you to get back to your own doings. Look for my messenger when he comes, just like last time.
Most excellent.
And he takes a bow, turns around. He has servants that follow him, and they kind of leave with a band of horses.
Ah, another wonderful score. It's time to go celebrate.
We will get to you. I am mystery. You are the mystery. You are the kingpin of tonight's adventure. You are headed to...
Right now I'm going to the Dragon Wing Inn.
Which is where you were told to meet her. Okay. When you walk into the inn, it is really busy. There's people all over the place. It's one of the major inns in Eastgate. The barmaid is shouting, "Put them in the back! We don't need any more of those! Did you get the meals out to table 7 and 2 and 4?" And she is just rampage. She doesn't even know that you've walked in.
Well, that's understandable. I'm a short kind of person. I will go ahead and use prestidigitation to give myself a little bit of light around and make people push away, and I will make my way to the bar and ask for some attention quietly.
There are patrons as you walk in when the spell goes off and the light goes on, they get up from their tables and actually leave the bar. And as you walk to the bar, the bartender, who isn't the matron, the lady running the place, but he's like a burly man, human, and he's very large. "What can I get for you, little fella?"
Well, I think I would like a glass of wine, please.
Ooh. You're a lady. Apologies. I will get that glass of wine. He walks back into the thing and he makes a big to-do of pouring wine.
I quite clearly am a lady, by the way. I have very pretty hair.
He's just like very apologetic when he comes back. "This is on the house. Can I get you a table?"
Yes, that would be nice, thank you. I'm I'm waiting to meet someone also, so I need 2 settings.
Does she want wine too?
You know what? We're gonna let them order what they want when they get here.
Oh, very, very well, very well.
Thank you.
Get this little mistress a table 10. A little goblin comes like squaddling over. Ma'am, follow me to table 10.
Thank you very much. I sit down.
And you get to the inn.
All
You
right.
see the same thing that was just happening.
Okay. Was I given other than I was given the description of a gnome,
Yes.
so that is what I'm going to be looking for.
And there aren't very many.
Okay.
You easily spot her at table 10.
Since she's glowing still.
The spell
Yeah.
lasts 10 minutes.
And since I was told to look for a gnome who uses magic, that
She's
was-
quite obviously the gnome you're looking for. The bartender.
So,
Sir, may I help you?
well, I go to the bar first.
He
That's
calls
my
you
first
over. He
stop.
sees when you walk in.
Yeah. Mug of the finest you have in the house.
Very, very well. He pulls out and he, for Caden, half price.
I throw a few coin his way.
He takes it. Are you
Grab-
looking for somebody?
Think I found her.
Ah, very well, very well. If
Sure.
you need anything, you call upon me.
I turn and head to the table. Lady Tooks, is it?
Tooks,
Tooks. May I sit?
please. Be welcome.
Grab a seat at the table. To Caden.
To Caden.
Take a drink. So, my understanding is that you require some assistance in an investigative matter here.
It seems I need a bodyguard or such to come with me to research an anomaly.
Don't know that I've guarded many bodies, but I'm willing to come and help with this.
Excellent. What is it you do?
A drink.
Okay. I've always loved having drinking partners.
I can handle my own in a row if one should break out.
Okay. Excellent. Are you very good at researching things?
Depends on what we're researching.
Okay. Well, I'm not entirely sure what it is that we're looking for, but I have a feeling we'll know when we get there.
Excellent. I like your optimism.
So we're to go to the Tomb of the Saint.
A tomb. That seems appropriate for today.
Why today?
It's just the fortunes on the wind.
Can I get you anything, my dears? Bar matron comes over.
I don't need anything else.
I believe I still have this.
Oh, very well, very well. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Thank you.
She scampers away.
Just want to make sure I haven't left out any valuable information. Oh, the Precipice Quarter. A strange occurrence has happened in the Precipice Quarter. I'm not entirely sure what the Precipice Quarter is. Are you?
I'm familiar with the area. I can
Excellent.
take you there.
Thank you. This is just the two of us then.
Unless you hired anyone
know
else.
of the Precipice Quarter.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is where the tomb is.
It
I
is.
said you should go to.
No, I have not hired anybody. Let's finish our drinks and be off then. I have been itching for some excitement.
I love this plan.
Fabulous.
Just drinks down. Just, yeah. He seems like a veteran of the bars.
Excellent. I take a small sip of my glass and just leave it there. It's fine.
And the clock, he's pounding it. So you head out,
We head out.
We do.
and you head out.
Yep.
Interested to see what the box holds.
Absolutely.
So as you enter into the Precipice Quarter, Micah knows it to be a place of darkness. It used to be a school for bright children, and has been since overrun and has become a massive tomb. There's various graveyards and tombs, and there is rumored to be a very large, very ancient tomb that obviously nobody wants to go into because they speak of ghosts and terrors and things that are there. When you walk in, it is palpably, you feel the difference in the aura of the place. And just almost as you cross into what is this fenced off area that obviously nobody goes to, it's just darker. We're heading into the evening, and so it's not dark yet, but as you cross this, the Precipice Quarter is what it is, and then as you cross this fence into what will contain the Tomb of the Saint and all the places you'll be, it is very dark. There are smatterings of graves. This is not like a funeral home, pretty grass, I'm going to go visit the dead. This is like they've left it abandoned. There's open graves. There's tombstones. There's like what look like caves into the ground, just all over the place. And it is not a very far cry from Eastgate. It is just south of Eastgate. So.
Okay. So as we get ready to cross this boundary, I'll take a moment to like get my pack down, take my shield out, you know, kind of get the backpack resituated, get the shield on my arm, and I'll draw the rapier out. And then with just a quick prayer to Caden, just Caden light my way and keep the darkness at bay here. I put my hand on my shield for a moment, and the shield lights up.
That is a nifty trick.
It's not a trick, it's a blessing.
A nifty blessing, forgive me.
And then I'll use that to guide and make sure I don't place a foot in a wrong place. Paying close attention, don't need to fall into an open grave or an old abandoned catacomb or anything as we enter in.
I will be keeping a close eye on everything, making sure that there are not anybody lingering in the shadows that we would not immediately see.
Okay.
You know, making sure to look behind us every now and then. Are you taking the lead?
I am taking the lead.
Thank you so much. I will make sure to keep an eye on the back of us.
You know where you're going?
No, I don't. So
My plan is to just wander around until we find something interesting.
we're told to investigate.
What is
so-
that you're looking for?
An anomaly?
Well, yes, but where?
Precipice.
You're already there.
Okay.
We're in the present. So we're looking for the tomb. Oh, the tomb of the saint.
Okay.
Right. So the tomb of the saint. Surely it will just say at the top of it, tomb of the saint.
Well, if I know of any saints, I am well versed in religious script. Perhaps a name will stand out to me as
It's-
we're looking around them.
It is a tomb of the saints.
Oh, saints.
Plural.
Saints
Okay.
plural. I read
So
that
it's very general, much of one of the larger tombs. You are familiar with it, however. It is a landmark within this area.
Oh.
Though not a positive landmark, it is the tomb where the desecrated saints have been buried because this land has just been completely desecrated.
This seems like a really bad idea.
You do what you're told.
Yeah. Okay. Just saying, maybe you should just reconsecrate the graves. I'm just saying.
Yeah, how hard would it be?
Right.
Weird.
That's why we can't have nice things.
But this is why
So,
we have
so
exciting
you
things.
mentioned at some point then that you're looking for this tomb.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No, she did.
As we're
Okay.
walking,
She did.
I'm
Okay.
rambling.
Yes,
and, this is what we're looking for.
I know where that is. I can guide you there.
Oh, even better.
There's a reason he was brought here. To escort you.
Might even have a great uncle buried there.
We
Oh,
hope not.
you have a great uncle who is a desecrated saint?
You know, we do what we can to atone for our family sins.
Oh. Every family has one.
2. But I'm trying better. We'll make our way there.
As you walk down the path, you walk by a gravestone, and out bounces like this old man. He's got a shovel in his hand. Can I help you?
I turn with my blade.
I can
pointed
find
at
him for what you need. And he's holding a shovel like this, and he's like shaking. He's like super old.
Is he shaking because he's super old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's not like shaking. He's just like everything's like, I can help you find what you need. He seems crazy.
I'm peeking around Micah.
I can help you find what you need. He's like super excited.
What if I already know what I'm looking for? And I know
You
where to find
still
it?
need my help.
Okay.
5 gold. We'll get you the
Good
help
day, sir.
that you need. He goes shambling off with his shovel over his shoulder. Foiled again. And he walks off. So you don't see him. As you keep walking, you come upon...
I make a mental note of the direction he goes in.
Noted.
That was odd.
You come upon...
Indeed.
You come upon the tomb, and it actually stands out against the landscape because it is white versus kind of the dark, and it looks like it's been cared for, the outside of the tomb. As you get closer to it, however, there is an open grave, and inside the grave are bodies. And atop of the bodies lays an elf. And you can describe your character.
So you'll see an elf laying there, dirty blonde hair, covered with blood and injuries. Looks like various degrees. Thin and just... He's not wearing any shirt, just breeches and just cuts and wounds all over his body. Puncture marks, run up and down, front and back. Well, you assume. And he's laying there with a female elf as well, laying next to him, equally dead looking.
He's breathing now.
He is, not that you can tell.
Okay. So a stack of bodies, top of bodies of 2 elves.
2 elves.
Okay.
So are they like longer dead bodies underneath, and then a
No.
recently dead body? No, they're all recently dead bodies.
From
So-
as far as you can tell.
Okay,
yes.
so this is...
But there are only 2 elves, and they're both on top. And they all look dead.
So do you suppose the 2 on top were the last ones to die? Like they killed everyone else and then
killed each other.
maybe they died from fatigue.
It's too bad the old man with the shovel's gone. We could have asked him to tidy this up.
I think I have something for that. I don't have move dirt. Ooh. Did that one move?
Which one? Have my sword pointing in that direction?
All seems still.
We can stop that if that's the case. How far down is it to the bodies? Like 10
It is
feet?
very shallow.
Okay.
Well, the grave itself doesn't seem so shallow, but there's a lot of bodies
There's a lot
in
of
it.
bodies in it. I'll sheath the blade for a moment.
Okay?
And-
As soon as you sheath your blade to sound, you breathe deep. Just like that. Thank you very much.
Oh, it did move!
Where am I?
Staring
Looking
over
up.
you, these 2 people.
Rapier pointed at you.
Who are you?
Did you kill all these people?
And you look in and you see your wife lying next to you.
No! No! And he like hugs the female elf.
She doesn't breathe deep.
She
in this
does
guy.
not breathe deeply.
Oh god.
Oh my. out of that hole.
Yeah. Blade goes back again. I wait for it for a second. Everyone else breathes deep. Okay. And reach a hand out to grab, like...
He reaches up, and you see that there's a hole through his hand, completely through and through.
Does it look like an old injury? Or
No, it's a fresh... There's no, like, the bones have been broken in the middle of his hand. And
I'll grab him by his wrist and then further down and hold him up. And...
Oh, we don't want a Constitution save right now. For hauling him
Squeeze
out of
his
the
hand,
hole.
he just passes out, and then he goes.
he comes up and just lays on the grass. Thank you.
Crouch down next to him. I'm looking at his injuries. I'm trying to see how bad off he is right now.
He's pretty bad. Roll knowledge.
I have
what do we
medicine.
have?
Medicine,
No, not medicine. It's there. Roll occultism.
Not trained in occultism,
Okay.
but okay.
We can offshoot that. You can medicine and see, but I don't need you to roll that. You know he looks bad.
Okay.
Okay?
Occultism, probably to recognize something about.
Mm-hmm.
10.
The injuries are not self-inflicted, but you can't really decipher why they were made.
Okay.
Everybody roll perception.
Big die.
Me too.
Dice.
Not you.
I love perception.
Dice are bad.
2. Well, 2 plus...
That's a metal die. That's cool. Good too.
So what does that say?
Oh, wait, perception is its own section
Yeah, it's
now.
his own thing now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so 5, 6, 7. 7 total.
19.
14.
Both of you, and obviously you
No,
don't because it's
'cause I'm-
probably pretty normal. You hear something coming from the direction you came. It is... Sounds like it's trying to be relatively sneaky.
I look at you.
Next time I'll have you roll against that. That would have been better.
Well,
You'd have been hella sneaky.
seems like we found more company than we expected here.
Can you walk?
I don't know. He gets up slowly. You hear like crunching and cracking. It looks like his knees were broken, like just smashed. And he gets up slowly. Who are you people?
Isn't there something you can do to comfort him? He seems to be in a great deal of pain.
Afraid I have no other drink on me.
Where is this?
Well,
Precipice.
Is this Karamaga?
Karmaga.
This is Absalom.
Absalom.
Not far from Eastgate.
How in the hell did I get to Absalom?
I mean, adventure by boat normally? It is an island.
I was in Varissia.
Well, then you're moving up in the world.
Oh, you poor dear. Maybe you should just sit down for a moment.
Okay. He
Go
like
out
leans
wherever you
against
wanna
a.
go.
I'm paying attention to the sound that I hear
Yeah.
behind me.
Okay, I was just
I'm
going to
not
say.
completely ignoring it. I'm choosing to not acknowledge it.
It seems to be coming from a clump of bushes and trees, which are overly dead looking. But you don't see anything move. You see what's going on here.
Right now, I'm just observing. And slowly, just slowly pulling out my short sword. And screw the axe.
I look at. I'm looking at these two. Are you wearing a holy symbol?
Yeah, I have the symbol of Caden on my neck.
and you're not.
I have a small intricate necklace with the symbol of Desna.
Oh, nice. Butterfly, right?
Let me double check, but I think you're right.
Was anybody around here when you came upon this area?
Old man with a shovel. Seemed kind of crazy. I think he's just the local gravedigger. You have no recollection of how you got here.
No. Who? What are your names?
Micah.
My name is Tukes.
Micah and Tukes. You can call me Calendula, as they call me, but you can call me Cal for short.
Calendula, like a flower?
You know you're a nature. Yes, it's a flower that's my daughter's favorite. It's good for.
My God, heal the guy, will ya?
And this guy pops out from trees, and you're like caught off guard.
This isn't the guy we heard coming up?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Oh.
Oh, you hear he pops out from where you thought you heard that noise.
Okay.
Yes.
That guy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is he with you?
Haven't the slightest idea who he is.
Oh, yeah. What are you three? Well, I can see why you're here. What are you? I can see why you're here. Why are you here?
Why is that any of your business?
Oh, you're right. Just seems odd that, others are here in this grand tomb.
Well, this one seems quite lovely.
I agree. Sorry. Being rude. Name is Riker.
That's much better. My name is Tukes. This is my companion, Micah. And
Pleasure.
we just met this guy.
Can you please heal him? His moans are waking the dead.
It's fine. I can. I look into the hole. Is there
I
any?
can just finish it.
I would appreciate it if you didn't.
Okay.
I look into the hole. Is any of my things in there, or
No.
my?
Nothing that you recognize. The woman is wearing a necklace.
My wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There are other women in there, but the
Yeah.
wife, the woman you would take from.
He gets off the tombstone and starts getting back down into the hole.
He does want you to finish.
Oh yeah.
No.
You see out of nowhere my sword flashes from behind my arm.
It's fine.
What do you look like?
Oh,
Oh.
well, we already did that, but yeah.
Like what are you armed with?
I have like dark leathers on,
Okay.
and I have a traveling cloak that's also kind of dark, more like greens.
Okay.
The hood is up, but not like fully covered, just enough to maybe keep any moonlight.
Shadow the upper.
Yeah, just shadow the eyes, just maybe forehead just a little bit. I wasn't anticipating anybody here that would be alive, so I wasn't really quite prepared to run into living people. He has a bow with a quiver.
Okay.
That looks like a short bow, short sword, and a dagger on the side, and looks like he has a dagger in his boot and a backpack.
Okay.
And and just kind of, he's walking closer, but not really. It's kind of more like around
Okay.
until he kind of gets he's just watching.
Got the nice brown steel shield that has the emblazoned like mug on it, and the mug is glowing. It's lighting up like a torch the whole area.
That's really cool.
And then the same mug symbol hangs like as a wooden symbol on the chain on his chest there too.
Very nice.
Once I get down there, I'm gonna collect up my wife as best I can and
You try to haul her
try
out.
to haul her out of the hole.
Oh, strength roll for you.
Yes.
Your condition? Yeah. Okay.
I swear I did not put holes in that man though.
12.
He struggles vehemently to haul this elven woman out of the grave.
When I see him start to do that, I like jump down and start helping him without
Okay.
being asked or without asking permission.
As soon as you jump into the grave, hands start to grab your legs.
I jump back out.
And we will
Hey,
roll
my hand.
initiative. Everybody we can roll.
Uh-oh.
Can I do
It didn't do it when he was in there.
No, it did not.
When I was in, he's a necromancer.
quick question?
Yeah.
Is it perception or stealth for
Snap
me,
decision.
or is it always just perception?
For what?
Must be.
Because like I have a
What are you doing?
so I have an ability
when
called
you roll initiative in Pathfinder, what you roll is usually skill based, like it's perception for initiative normally. But if you were like trying to stay hidden, anticipating combat, then you use stealth for your initiative roll instead.
Right.
Yes, I think that's what he's asking.
Yeah.
is can you
Okay,
use
I see
stealth?
what you're saying. No,
okay.
because you're out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your initiative roll in this is perception.
Okay.
Which
Oh,
makes
so
me- which
so you
makes me
use your
so happy
you use
as
your
a not-dex
perceptions.
character.
You use your perception bonus as your initiative bonus.
Yes.
Right.
That's flipping awesome.
Isn't it great?
That is
Now,
awesome.
If I'm playing a rogue or a ranger, I might argue that.
That's
But
why I
as a-
tried
but
for
as a no dex character.
Go.
12.
So fast. 14. Let's see.
20.
Really?
Yes, I rolled
The
a.
injured guy got 20.
It's
Okay.
based off perception,
Yep.
which
Go
is
ahead.
awesome.
18.
Oh, we're pros.
Cal, you're up.
What'd you get?
So I see the
The zombie
hands.
grabs him, the dead bodies, as it were, grab his legs, and they basically, like, 3 of them that are on top of this pile of bodies, like, start to try to grab Micah. And you hear them, oh, and you're familiar with this, so it doesn't shock you at all. You're like, oh, okay.
Well,
What do you do?
I
You have your wife. And
Yes.
you got her about halfway out of this shallow grave when he jumps in to help you, and the bodies.
I will put as much of her as I can up on the side of the hill,
Okay.
or on the outside of the grave,
Ew.
First action.
and I will.
There are 3 in. Okay.
Yep.
You get,
You get 3 actions.
And you can use them for anything: moves,
Yes, so
attacks,
you
or
put her
multiple
down
attacks,
with
but with
1.
negatives.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna kick the zombie, like one of the zombie hands, to try
Okay.
and get him off him.
Okay.
Let's see, and that's gonna be
We're striking like with unarmed.
yeah.
That'll work.
So I'm doing 17 plus strength is +1.
Yeah, you
so
hit.
18.
Okay.
And then what's unarmed damage?
D4, I believe.
Yes, D4
Okay.
plus your strength.
Take 2 whole damage to that zombie hand.
Okay.
As I kick it.
Riker.
Being far away, I hear them, so I will move closer.
Yes.
When I get there,
I don't get any sound of it, Mike.
am I able to attack them when I get up to
Yeah. You
the
have
grave?
3 actions.
Okay.
So you can move up to him, attack with your next.
I want to move to the opposite of him to get a
Okay.
flanking maneuver.
Okay. That's no problem.
To get a flat
You
foot.
can easily do that.
Okay, that's when I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And then since he's flat-footed, I will do an attack.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, we'll see if the sound comes in any better now. We move the mic. Hopefully that helps.
Go ahead.
With my short sword, I will hit a 15.
Hits.
And since it's a flat-footed, I get sneak attack.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. 3 plus 4 is 7.
Better than my kick.
We're good at dice.
Okay.
Dice is my friend.
Micah.
So, you moved up, right?
I moved up.
And he struck one of them.
Okay, you have an action left.
Oh, that's right. You get
Oh, I
a
do.
third action.
You have a third action. You can
I'll,
attack again.
I'll try. I'll attack again.
You're just at -5.
Okay.
I get a third action too, but I'll
Oh,
just say I was
You
winded.
gotta remember. I gotta remember that. I'm used to.
That's
like,
fine.
just do 2 things.
Yep.
So that'd be a 13.
I'm winded.
That hits.
Sweet. A little bit better than a 1 and 2, please.
I love this game so much.
Yeah, exact same 7. I'm the boss.
Them dice rolls.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Now, Mike.
Okay, so they've been hacking at this thing, but it's still fighting on pretty good.
One of them.
One of them.
You know there are 3.
Yeah, I know.
Because you feel their hands upon your legs.
Can I get out of here?
Strength check.
Okay.
Yes, it's not that deep of a grave because you got bodies. So let's strength out of there to resist
Athletics?
their grab. Yeah, athletics will work.
11.
So they try to grab onto your legs as you climb on the hole and you put your hands on top and you put both, you pull yourself up and you actually pull one of them kind of with you and then they let go, but they are shambling now out of the grave.
Okay.
And that takes you 2 actions.
2 actions?
For the struggle.
Okay, so I'll just turn around and ready my shield against them then.
Okay. All 3 of them come
Shining the light on them as well.
That's fair. They come shambling out. One is looking a little battered, the worse for wear. The other 2 are coming at. 2 of them are going. Oh, actually, they're all going away from the light. So they will go towards you, and they will go towards you. Where are you standing, Tukes?
She'd be.
So I was standing on the edge of the grave, looking down at the.
So we'll take one. We'll take one on each of you then. Let's do it that way. So ACs, I need them.
Oh,
18 or
18?
possibly 20.
So the first one tries to come at you, and it falls actually onto its face, and then it shambles up again to grab you. On Cal, AC,
14.
They get multiple attacks too.
they came out of the hole.
Okay.
So they're slow moving,
Fair enough.
and the hole was they had to get around all the other bodies, and they're groaning. The next one comes out, and as it strikes you, it overcommits and it falls on its face. AC.
You get one reaction.
This one grabs you around your neck, and you take 5 damage. So it grabs you with its big arms, and it embraces you, and then holds you, and you're up.
oh, well. Let's go ahead and so I'll do shocking grasp. So I will
That's
take
fair.
my hands onto the hands that are on me, shocking grasp them, and at the same time trying to pull the hands off of my neck.
Okay?
So can I do that? If the shocking
You
grasp
absolutely
is
can.
2
Let's see if you hit.
and
It's
then
2 actions.
And so the pulling can be the 3rd.
So strike it with shocking grasp.
So how
Let's
does
see
shocking
if you
grasp
hit.
work?
So, shocking grasp, you shroud your hands in a crackling field of lightning. Make a melee spell attack roll.
Okay.
On
Yep.
a hit, the target takes some damage. Ooh, I like that roll. So we're adding. Do I get to add that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you
can
do.
So 22.
Now,
That will hit.
really quick, if that is 10 or more above their
Yep,
AC,
it's a crit.
it is a critical hit.
22 is not a critical.
Okay.
Oh.
But real,
We're like,
but real close. It is not a critical, but it is struck with this shocking energy. And roll a strength check for your 3rd action.
A strength check.
Yep.
Good break.
To
You
pull
wanna
the.
break-
Yes,
you wanna
yes,
pull it up off.
Absolutely. Oh. Ooh. So that's a 1.
Okay. And so
That is a critical failure.
as it feels the pain, it then grasps tighter upon you. And it begins to open its mouth to
Oh,
move in
yes.
for the bite.
Gonna give you a kiss.
And Cal, it is your go.
Wait, do I get to give you damage?
Oh yeah, give me damage. Sorry, thank you. That's a good call.
Yeah, she might just blast this thing.
Okay. I can only
Okay.
find one of
Isn't
my
that a cantrip?
12.
No, it's a level 1 spell.
Oh,
It
just
says-
kidding.
It says
Okay.
2d12.
Oh, Oh, yeah, actually, you better roll that before we see if you need to actually.
So
hear
about
that.
what?
It goes flying.
Oh,
2d12 could do it.
why would you do such a thing to me? Okay, so
no,
we
it
have
won't.
9 on the dice.
Okay.
I need to look to make sure I'm not adding something. Is
Usually.
it wearing any metal armor?
No.
Okay. No, so it takes 9 points of damage.
If it had been a crit, I would have doubled it.
Oh.
If it rolled 4d12.
Ouchie.
That would have been so cool.
Okay.
Cal, you're up.
I see this going on here with her, and
And it's
Electricity
moving.
the
in.
zombie had fallen to my
sound.
feet. I'm gonna grab the zombie's feet that's on her and yank his feet out from under him to try and pull him away from her.
Go for it.
All right. 14 plus 1, 15.
You grab the zombie and yank it.
Are you trained in unarmed combat?
I am.
So you get +3 to that.
Oh, that's right. So 15, 14,
That'd be good if it
15,
was a
16,
crit,
17.
but you still
17.
are
I know, but
good.
just letting them know.
Yeah,
so
that's
you actually have
positive for
+4
next
to hit normally, not +1.
That helps. So plus 4 altogether.
Agility check. What's athletics and what's the agility?
Athletics
one?
or acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Thank you. Acrobatics.
This is going to be a comedy.
Is this?
He grab. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what happens. I want to see what happens now.
All right. Okay. So there's so it's 22.
Okay, so as he grabs the legs of the zombie that's holding you, he pulls it away from you, and you slither out from underneath the grasp of the zombie, and the zombie falls onto its face.
Okay.
Second action.
I was a little worried we were both going back in the hole.
Second action, I'll pull him back into the grave.
Okay,
So
strength check. I don't even want you to hit that.
14. Do I unarmed combat?
Athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics on that. Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
pull
it's
him right
just
back into the
15.
grave. He doesn't even really struggle when he fell on his face, and he goes back into the grave.
Ugh.
Third action.
And then I'm gonna get out of the grave.
Riker.
Oh, the
Can
one
I
that's
yell something in all this, too? Riker, stay near me.
okay. Is there still one between me and somebody?
Yes.
I think you have one.
There's one on you actually.
Is that still? Do I have him flanked or no?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I understand what you're asking
Okay.
now. I apologize. You have him flanked.
Thank you.
You guys are close enough.
22.
Hits. Oh, not quite a crit.
A little bit better. 10.
Okay.
I will take a 5-step movement. Will that put me out of flank or no? Towards.
It will put you out of
Right.
flank of the one you're on, but you can flank the one that is on him.
I don't have one on me. I was the only one who did.
Oh, just kidding. He doesn't have one on him, and it would put you out of flank.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it again first.
Okay.
Damn. 19
That hits. No crit though.
for 13.
You strike with your. What are you swinging?
Short sword.
A short sword. And as you strike, you come across and you slash right at its head, and it lops off and rolls into the grave, and the body crumples to the ground. And goes silent.
That's more like
Third
it.
move.
And then I'm gonna move towards Micah.
Micah, you're up.
Now I feel like that's less important. I was going to do something cool for you, but you already killed one. Where's the other one that was badly hurt?
The other one that was badly hurt.
They're both
is
laying in the grave.
Yours is in the.
They had both fallen.
Oh, it's on the ground, prone at Cal's feet.
Well,
And the
now
one
mine.
that-
I jumped out.
The
I jumped out of the hole for my third
Gotcha.
action. So,
So
but
what-
it's
so
they're both in there.
Both the other two are in the.
no, he's on the ground. I actually assumed you were out of the grave with
Oh.
your third action that first round.
Oh,
So
okay.
you popped out of the grave. That was in my mind.
Okay.
We're gonna get some mats and stuff for next time. So
That's
but
fine.
I thought our combat's gonna be pretty less intense tonight. So there's one prone on the ground at Cal's feet. He dragged the other one into the grave. You can notice that it's trying to shamble its way back out.
Now this is what I thought would happen here.
So I'm going to say a quick prayer to Caden about putting final rest to those souls who have earned their reward after. And as I do that, I tap my rapier against his short sword, and both weapons glow blue. You now have a disrupting weapon. Your weapon does an additional D4 positive damage to undead.
That is freaking.
As does mine. And if there's one within striking distance, I'll strike it. If there's not,
Easily, the one on the ground
Okay.
you can move.
then
to
I
it
will
and
stab
get
that
there.
one.
Yep.
Because that takes 2 actions to cast that
Yep.
spell. So, but if this is like right within the 5 feet,
Everything's within this area. We haven't done anything.
that'll be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
That's a D6 and a D4.
That seems pretty cool.
It is. So I will hit for 12 damage.
And as you strike it, easily prone on the ground with your rapier, you jab into its eye socket, and it twitches, and it seems to not move anymore.
Okay.
Nice. Like your like.
That's good.
That was
The
really
next
good.
zombie comes out of the shallow grave of where it was, and it strikes Cal, surprisingly, because it threw it in. What's your AC again?
14.
And it grabs him by the arm, and then it slides away, and it swings back around and turns, and it grabs him by his other arm, but he wrenches his arm out of its grasp, and Tukes is up.
Oh, let's throw a little acid on it. I'm
Casual.
being mindful to make sure that the splash is not
Yeah,
going to
make
go
it like
on
sea
Cal.
colors. Dragon's
Yes.
blood. Oh, like burning acid, like it's going to
burning
dissolve it. Okay.
acid.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah. As in acid splash. Okay. So I do have to make a spell attack.
Yes.
Sorry.
I think most of them.
10. Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit. Acid splashes everywhere, but not on the zombie. You have a second. How many actions is that? Did you take just one?
That's 2.
Yep,
Yeah,
so you got one left.
That's a 2 action. Sorry. That's my 3rd action.
I'll say
Acid
behind me.
everywhere.
Tell you, get behind me.
I'll move behind him.
Okay, and Cal, you're up.
Just go check. I move behind
Yes.
him. Okay.
You jitter behind the shielded
My shield's not up
follower
right now,
of
but
Caden.
Gotcha.
Oh, me. Sorry.
You are up,
There's just the last one left here.
and it's on you.
It's on me. I'm going to shove it back towards the grave.
Okay.
12 plus. So if I'm trained, it's +3 plus my strength, or is that including my strength? Yes. So yeah, it would be 14. So or 4. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
You hit.
Shove it back.
You trying to do damage?
No, I'm just trying to shove it into the grave.
It shoves into the grave.
I mean, if
Let's
it takes
see.
falling damage, that's cool.
3 feet down.
As you shove, your injury comes on one of your sides, and as you hit the zombie, you crumple to the ground, and the zombie starts to cower back over you. You have one more action.
I'm gonna crawl away from it. No, it's just crawling
so you
backwards.
see Cal with all his energy, and then he grabs his side and he falls to the ground.
Ugh.
And the zombie lurks over him. Riker's up.
Riker's going to just be loving this.
Yep,
He's setting
you
me
can
up.
definitely flank that.
Right here. Right here. A 1. Woohoo!
Shoot that one in.
Nat one did.
Right there.
So how does Pathfinder 2 handle Nat 1?
It's a critical failure.
Yeah.
The GM gets to mess with it. He can make it cost you like an extra action, like you fumble, you like go to bring back and you lose your grip on your blade, and You know, I mean, it's really.
It's far too easy.
I haven't read the critical fumble rules since the
I
beta.
read, and it's like up to that, but we will have it actually just take an extra action as you come out and you're so excited because you're getting.
It's so easy.
You're like, oh, he set me up perfectly, and you take your short sword, and you go to jab, and you overextend, and your sword sticks into the ground, and to pull it out takes another action.
That's your turn, basically, because moving into position,
Yep.
striking, and then the fumble.
Micah.
I roll my eyes.
I pretend I don't see it. I honestly, like, I'm not looking at him.
Thank you.
And do I have to walk up? Is this all happening right in front of me still?
No, you have to walk to it.
I'm
Okay.
giggling from behind
So
him.
I'll walk up to it, and I will try to strike this thing.
Okay.
And
19 total.
Hits.
attaboy. Yeah, I was just teasing it.
This one hasn't been hurt yet, right?
It has.
Oh, it has. Okay. Well, that was a pathetic roll. 6 damage.
Second action. Third action.
That was my third action. I'll ready my shield again.
You got it.
And I as I poke it, I'm like, come on, I'm over here now, and I get the shield up in front of it.
It strikes Cal as it is looming over
Trying to get its
that.
attention.
Well, yeah, but you're all bright. It doesn't like you. So it strikes.
You hurt the
It
eyes.
The
hits.
first time you described me as being bright, I like that. A little bit complimented.
You take 3 damage.
Okay, I'm out.
Really?
What would you start on that?
Well, I figured I was starting
Oh,
low.
Oh, that's fair. We didn't talk about that.
That's
We
fine.
should.
I'm
But
okay
that's
with
fine.
that.
So Cal falls to the ground, and the zombie, with his second and third action, begins to feed.
I don't like that.
Oh.
And it starts chewing on his body.
Oh, that's just bad.
And just completely...
Yeah, we just gotta leave. We can't
Yeah,
watch this.
completely ignoring
I thought
what's
this was a
going
PG
on.
game. I'm out.
I can't handle the sound of people
That is
chewing.
PG. The Walking Dead. Have you seen it? It's not bad.
That's not PG.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
All right, where are we at?
Who's next?
You are.
Ooh.
Acid splash right
Yeah,
now
we're
would be
gonna-
bad, just so you know.
What?
Well, you take Cal.
Okay, well.
Define bad.
Oh no!
I cheer him on.
Eat the guy?
Which guy? Yeah.
I look at you like
Kind of sick
I'm
of
appalled.
people.
So,
Elf,
no, actually,
right?
I guess let's go ahead and we'll try that shocking grasp again. The cool thing about me is that my shocking grasp doesn't have to be a touch. I have a 30-foot range on it. So,
Shocking arc.
Shocking arc, yeah. Reach out and touch somebody. So let's see if I can stop that zombie from chewing on his
Go.
face. And that's a 22.
Ooh, hits. Not quite a crit. Everybody's
Oh,
rolling 22s tonight.
such a bummer. Okay, 2d12. See if it'll be nice to me now. Give me something good. Oh, that's pretty disappointing. 7.
So, as you
Let down.
arc lightning out of your hands, it goes into the zombie skull and you see bones underneath, and it goes limp and loose and just falls on top of Cal and no longer moves.
Oh, wow. Fortuitous.
I'm having an oh dumb moment. Sorry. New system and things I could have done differently.
We're learning.
Damn.
We're learning.
That's why we threw in some easy combat to start, because it is a new system for, I think, everybody.
I pull the thing off of him.
We
No
trust
problem.
if we're doing something wrong.
He
I stab it
lays
just for
there.
good
Oh.
measure.
I'm
He
gonna,
looks not so good again.
I'm gonna walk
still.
over and I'm gonna cast a spell on him.
While Mike is doing
On
that,
Cal?
I wish to look into the grave, see if there's anything of intrinsic value
There doesn't seem to be.
with my special ability.
There does not seem to be.
Okay.
No, not in the grave.
Okay. It's a 30-foot radius. So.
Yep.
So I just like Caden, don't collect this warrior yet.
Are you detecting magic?
Put like a hand on him and healing. I'm stabilizing you. So he loses the dying condition, but he's still unconscious. Want to make sure he doesn't.
He
expire
starts to
from-
breathe easier, but he does not wake up.
Much better.
We don't even know the poor man.
Friends, come close. Anyone else been hurt?
I'm a little hurt.
I'm good. Thank
I'm gonna-
you.
I'm gonna stand up and like take the holy symbol out, and I'm gonna start saying a prayer to Caden to like mend injuries and you know mend bones and re-knit torn skin, Caden, you know, so that we can keep fighting and bring the battle in another day. And I'm gonna spend a full round to do that, and so it affects everybody within 30 feet. And it's just I took the healer feat, the healing hands feat, so I do D10 for my heal spells. There are no ability modifiers to this, though, unlike other D20 systems.
Other
it is,
D20
It is a
systems.
flat D10 for everybody. Had I been thinking I could have done this during combat, and it would have affected all the undead as well.
I was
Okay.
actually
Haha.
wondering why you weren't doing that.
Because
I was actually
That's the
wondering-
Odell moment you were thinking about.
I get it.
Everyone heals 9.
Oh, beautiful.
You rock.
The second time,
I'm alive
Sally
again.
is sucking all the oxygen out of the area.
Oh, Caden, be praised.
Indeed.
Actually, you'll
That
see a
was
lot of the
cool
wounds
trick.
on him close
That
up
lasts for a minute,
Yep.
by the way. So
that
you're
he
really
had
slow
already.
rolling.
Oh, hang on. to it.
So,
Please don't get eaten again.
you're the same people. Good.
I go to help you up.
Thank you. Thank you. He actually gets up a lot easier.
I help you up. Like,
Still stiff. Yeah, he helps me too. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your help.
You know this woman here.
She was my wife.
The dead don't rest easy here.
Apparently not. And he reaches down and pulls her fully out of the grave now.
I'm watching her. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for her to start moving.
And he like lays her on her back and brushes the hair out of her face and just leans down and starts. You just see his shoulders
Please don't let her
moving because he's crying over her.
I was tempted, but she does not move.
he's having this sad, sorrowful moment. And Riker and Micah, in the meantime, are over with the weapons. Like,
Just waiting.
just waiting.
He'll be there for a few minutes.
She doesn't.
Just-
If she doesn't move by the time the glow fades from the weapons, I'm gonna assume she's not gonna move.
And he'll just lean down and kiss her forehead and take the necklace off her neck. And is it her? It's her necklace. Okay. And he'll put it around his own neck.
I'll take my hood off and say, I guess a formal introduction. My name is Riker Greystone. Glad to meet someone alive in here.
Well met, sir. What? Don't mind me asking. What business brings you here?
He rolls his eyes a little bit, and a little glint comes to him. Well, it is a tomb, after all.
You're here to pay respects.
In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Absolutely.
You're here to get paid.
Yes, that's actually more to the point. Yes. Yeah. I heard a rumor that this is a place of great items of intrinsic value.
Ah, I see. Any particular tomb?
I just heard the Tomb of the Saints. Hence why I'm here. Had a little downtime, so I figured a little personal recreation to maybe weigh down my pockets a little more was appropriate.
How are you, friend? You feeling any better?
It'll be a lifetime before I feel better, but I won't dally here long. Thank you. I wish to thank you all for helping me.
Oh,
Even
that-
if it's
sure.
even if you were here for other means, it still was a great help.
I'm so very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I must find who did this and make them pay.
I assure you it wasn't me.
I know.
That I can tell you.
I know.
Most
That
certainly.
will be difficult as it's a mystery as to how you came in this grave to begin with. Do you have any memories of how you got there? Anything? Any ideas?
No. No, I don't. But let us not discuss here.
Mistress Tukes. A word?
Yes.
Kind of like back away.
That's fine. He's getting
We're
it ready to.
looking for some anomalies, correct?
Yes.
Man waking up in a full grave with no memory of how he got here when he was from Varissia
That is quite out of
would
place.
strike me as out of place, yes.
Yeah. I was just wondering the same thing. Is if this
I'm
was the
slightly
anomaly we were
walking
looking
towards the
for,
tomb.
if there is
Keeping an eye
more
out for them not
anomalies.
getting far away, just
The entrance is right there. It's very grandiose.
studying it a little
Could
bit.
this be tied to something in the tomb?
I think it's definitely worth investigating.
So I'm ready to go in the tomb. How about you guys?
He
You guys
gets
want
up
to join
and
me?
he actually has his wife
We
in
were
his
just
arms.
discussing that is the course that we are on as well.
Well, excellent. All to share the wealth. I mean, to save our praises. To
Would you mind if I accompanied you?
I would actually insist upon it. I'd like to make sure that the wounds don't fester and that you're doing well.
I don't.
Some clue as to why you're here could be inside.
Thank you.
I don't want you to become zombie meat.
That's why I would like to accompany. Yes. And he'll follow, carrying her.
Carrying her still.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I'll pull the bedroll out of my backpack there. We could just lay her over here with this blanket over her for the time being. It's a very heavy burden to have to carry around with you.
We're going to a tomb. Yes. I could leave her there.
This is probably not the best tomb to do that in.
Oh,
It has a reputation.
very well. If you, thank you with your bedroll, and
You
he'll
got
take her over and lean her under a tree and
reputation.
take the bedroll and lay it over her. And
Well, as demonstrated even outside the tomb, the dead don't rest easy here.
he'll lean down and just kiss her again, and then
I've seen him kiss this dirty corpse multiple times. I use prestidigitation and just kind of clean her body up a little bit.
Her wounds, they don't mend, but there's no blood anymore.
right, becomes less gross.
And it's not
It's less
as
gross.
gross.
Thank you.
Still dead.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Almost.
He'll cover her over, and then
Too many years of jamming.
he'll cover her over, and then get up and come with you guys.
The tomb of the saints
Yeah,
stands open. There's a wide opening that all four of you could walk through just in a straight line. And it's got
Shall we skip together?
little
I
cherubims
recommend you
above
stay
the top.
behind me, mistress, so I can protect you.
As we walk,
While they ride.
he'll grab a branch and like break it off because he's got something of a hobble. So he'll use it as
Struggling to walk.
he'll use it as a cane, walking stick.
Near the entrance, I'm just gonna.
Well,
Take a
so
look
bad that
before.
we don't just immediately.
Love having good roads. Roll perception.
I like you too.
Trap finding.
And I say this
I
working.
get a quick one.
Yeah, there is a skill for that.
Yep. So that'd be a 22.
You notice that something has been rigged at the base ground of
His
the
injuries become more
entrance.
severe.
And you just notice it before you step on it.
Yeah. Hold, please, hold. Huh. That's funny. Didn't expect it right away.
What'd you
Start
find?
mutter yourself.
Funny haha or funny?
Funny, not so haha. What kind of trap is it?
It seems to be a tripwire type of rigging. You can't really tell because you don't see it, but it is not of magical origin.
Okay. I say there's a little tripwire here. I can try to disable it right now, or we could try to cross over, but I'm going to try to.
Or you could step over it. You could easily see it.
In case we're running out, I'd rather.
I'll back up a little bit.
Yeah, please do. Take out my thieves' tools. And I think they give me a bonus. I think this allows me to do it. Guess I'm going off of thievery. There we go. 18.
You take your thieves' tools, and as you're working it, you take the razor that's inside and you slit it down the middle, and the wire falls and like curls into the end, and is no longer there, and nothing happens.
I think we're good.
Well done.
Usually see these out in the woods, not here. I'll step forward.
Someone doesn't want us to be in here.
You just require the tools to
do the
disable.
job.
Okay.
Are you all here for grave robbing, or is this?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's actually here for that. But
I take great offense to that. I am not here for robbing.
Oh.
I am here merely for research.
That's fair.
I'm with her.
I do appreciate good research.
oh, I do too. Absolutely. I swear I won't take anything that will. I can't swear that.
That they no longer need.
Yes. Right. Exactly.
So as you cross the threshold of the tomb, the air gets thicker. Like just as soon as you walk in, it becomes harder to breathe, and it stinks. It doesn't just. It's
Oh,
not
crap.
clean. It stinks. Along the walls, you see inscriptions, all in many different languages.
I pull out a hand fan. Has some essential
What type of
oils on it.
inscriptions?
They just seem to be like, from what you can tell of the ones you can read, they're like protective inscriptions
Okay.
to keep the dead within.
I can only speak 2 languages.
One
Common
of them,
and
one of
bad
them,
common.
they're both on there.
I might have a.
It's like written in every language. So what you see, you read it. If you read a different language, it says the same thing in that language. These
Don't
runic
disrupt the ruin.
scribes, and
Okay.
you
Got
can
it.
tell. You know. If you
I can read. I can read
know
magical type of
It
writing.
is keeping whatever is in this tomb, in this tomb.
I'm gonna cast detect magic. Go for it. I do.
30 feet.
30.
Probably.
It's 30.
So as you cast a spell and it pops a little
30-foot
cloud.
emanation. I sent out a pulse. It's
Yeah, it pops a little cloud type pulse that goes out, and you can kind of see it go up the walls, and and you can all see it kind of expose the runes, and they glow. There is magic on these walls.
A lovely place.
Not what I'm looking for.
No, but these are in theory protective ruins. But I'm curious if they've been corrupted.
I will just kind of look around.
It is a deep
we
stairwell
don't-
into the tomb.
If you give me a moment before we go further, let me just make sure we're not walking into something more nefarious.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. Very much so.
I'm going to cast a spell. It takes a minute to cast.
Okay.
So he starts chanting prayers to Caden about lifting the veil from the eyes and being able to see the world clearly here. And I'm going to cast Read Aura.
It is good.
Okay.
There is no evil here on these walls.
That's good.
Interesting.
Okay. What school of magic are the ruins? They
Abjuration.
Abjuration. Okay. The ruins are intact in this place.
Note. Don't
And
mess with it.
I don't sense any tampering with or defiling of. So at least this area, and hopefully that means should we come running out screaming in terror for our lives, being chased by an undead horror, it would be stopped here.
Okay.
What manner of cemetery is this? What temple is this? Or not temple? tomb?
It's the tomb of the desecrated saints.
I missed that part.
You're adding the word desecrated. It's just this.
It's gonna get better.
That's
as I
fair.
I
go.
wasn't gonna correct him.
Okay.
Well, in that minute of time, I'm gonna kind of pull up my box, considering it came from here, just to see if there's anything in it. And
That didn't pulse magical, did it?
The box pulsed magical. Yes, sorry, I should tell you that. Not that.
Now we see when he casts detect magic, we all see it, not just him.
Whatever.
Whatever. You know that he's holding a magic item.
Well, I got my read aura. I want to look at that thing.
It is also reading good. It doesn't depose any evil.
Any abjuration? What school is it?
It is conjuration.
Interesting.
yeah,
What's in the box?
isn't it? I haven't opened it yet
Um,
because how I may
Yeah,
be able
no.
to see items of intrinsic value. It takes me a while to understand them. I have to study them.
the box itself is magical.
Yes.
So the box is enchanted.
Oh, good to know.
You haven't opened it
Some
yet?
sort of
I was told that this came from here, so I'm kind of waiting to get it here too.
some magic that deals mostly with like summoning or creating items.
Maybe don't open the box that summoned things in the tomb. Why would you wait to open it until you came here?
Because it came from here. Might lead to other things. It came from here. Might lead to other things.
It came from here.
Yes.
You were in here already.
No, I was protecting a caravan on the way to Eastgate, and we were overrun by thousands of gypsies, and we were able to handle them quite readily. And I was able to acquire this off of one of the gypsies that said for his life, this is where he got it, and there were more things like this here.
And that's probably who set the tripwire then. Or these
I'm
gypsies.
guessing so.
And the curiosity didn't get the best of you to open it?
Oh, every once in a while, but when it comes to items of a
Did he happen
Certain
to say how
value.
recently he was here? Like soon enough to deposit a bunch of bodies in a grave, perhaps?
he didn't. Nor did I ask, to be honest with you.
How long have you had that box?
2 days.
Oh, okay.
I just got into town today, so yeah, about 2 days. 2-3 days, somewhere around
And gypsies roam all the way through Varissia. I mean, that's kind of like where the majority of the population is, right? Is Varissia, and then they kind of just putting it out there.
There are many gypsies in Varissia, yes.
Oh, we'll say maybe find a better place to open it. I'm really curious, though. I'll just have to maybe take
There's
some
an
time.
argument to opening a conjuring box in a place that has protective ruins.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, why not? Let's see what happens.
Oh, I love it. Boom. I'll open it up.
And you see what's inside. I guess we could put that on the camera.
Yeah, hold.
Is that the number 9 or the number 6, you suppose?
That's the mystery.
Or is it a sigil?
Looks like it.
Or is it a sigil?
Is it glued in there? Curious.
Yep.
Do I recognize it at all? Other than a 6 or a 9?
Yes, you do.
I do.
But I don't believe you do. What do you know languages?
I know Common, Gnomish, Sylvan, Draconic, and Aquan.
What? Okay. That's a lot. You don't know it. But
Yeah.
Sylvan's my only other one I know.
it is. It could be those letters, but it is also in Elven and S.
An S. In Elven.
Oh, I really thought that I took it.
It's, I mean, it could be a 6 or a 9, or it could be the Elvish letter S.
Maybe I chose not to.
Language is on-
In a magic box.
Well, I just thought that was one. No, I know.
Interesting.
You know Elvin?
No, I don't
Okay.
know Elvin.
May I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
13.
The box is magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot you discern from that other than that.
Well, we'll see. Put it in my pack and shall we tarry forth?
Yes. Thank you for indulging me on this. My curiosity on this.
I'm glad. I'm glad we got to figure out something about that.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna lead the way, and I kind of like tap the shield a couple times with the light. But your eyes would be greatly appreciated at the front as well.
I would glad. I'll be carefully right behind you.
I will bring up the rear if the lady would like to go first
Mistress,
before me.
are you ready?
Let's go.
So as you meander down these stairs, you hear wailing. It's far, far away. It's just soft wailing, and it goes up and down. The smell does not get better as you descend, and as you reach the bottom of the stairs, it opens into a large, what you consider antechamber, and there are multiple doors around the chamber, but at the very center, sitting on what can only be called a throne, is a skeleton in full chainmail garb. He holds his shield, and he's sitting in a throne just like this. And obviously he has no eyes, so he's not closing his eyes, but he's not moving either.
Only light is his shield.
The only light is his shield. But it does do a very good job in this chamber of illuminating the chamber. It seems to have been built to kind of shed the light.
It's 20 feet of bright light.
Yeah, and it'll
and
hit
it
the
gets
walls,
dim
and then
past that.
but it'll amplify off the walls. The room itself is only 15 feet.
Okay.
In a octagonal, 8-sided kind of shape.
Octagonal.
Octagon? It's not a circle, but it is. How's that? The walls-
Race of the skeleton.
What'd you do?
What was the race of the skeleton?
No idea. It's a skeleton.
It's humanoid.
Humanoid.
It's not- it's not-
It's a human. Yes, it's a humanoid skeleton.
It's not like such fine features.
No.
It's probably an elf, but nothing
No, it
obvious
seems
like
to
that.
be a human. Okay, that's fair. You can see that. It's not a big beast.
Taller than a gnome, shorter than an ogre.
It is taller than a gnome.
I peek around the shield, detect magic in the room.
Peek around the shield of the skeleton.
No.
The shield
Oh,
of
his
the
shield.
standing
He-
I was
behind
gonna
you.
say, okay, that's fair. Detect magic. You cast the spell, and it pulses at 30 feet and goes up the walls. And as you do so, the skeleton comes to life. And it stands up and it says, "What are you doing here?"
I just
And
turn
it
and give her a
raises
look.
its sword to strike. Roll initiative.
Oh dear.
My beasties are not having fun tonight. Cal?
10.
Riker?
26.
Micah?
9.
Tukes?
22.
We got opposite ends of the
Really
spectrum.
high, really low. Mats is gonna go in the middle.
No, he doesn't. He goes last.
Oh.
Where in the book would I find a list of animals for that
That's a great question.
You
It's
got
called
10,
the
right?
bestiary.
Yes.
I don't have the right book. No.
Can't look at animals? Oh, I guess that's
I
fair.
didn't
Riker,
bring
you're
mine
up.
over. I didn't think I was going to need it.
Ah,
Oh.
Are there any
Ugh.
animals listed in this book?
give me one moment. I'm thinking what I want to do.
Okay.
I believe
You
in the
can delay.
bestiary. I believe in the bestiary. It's they have like dogs and cats.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the.
They don't have a
this book.
ton of animals yet. I believe.
Can I do is in this edition? Can you do like a check, like a knowledge check, to determine if there's any weaknesses or vulnerabilities or resistances to certain weapons and stuff that creatures have?
I'll let you spend a turn doing that.
I will do that. I
Okay.
want to size it up. I've
You
never
spend a
ran
turn.
into.
I think
It
there is
is-
an action to do that.
It is
actually.
fully armored.
good.
It is a. It looks like a skeleton, so you know it's undead. It has a shield. It has a long sword that you recognize as a weapon. And aside from chinks in armor and things that you may know from the chainmail, there's no excessive vulnerability.
Okay. So does that take my entire turn, or is
No,
one
it
action?
takes one action.
One action. I'm going to flank, work my way around,
Okay.
and stay fairly at least a distance away from it. And I'll take two. Probably, it's big chamber, so I only move 30 feet. So it'll probably take me 2 movements probably to get
Okay.
behind him, right?
As a it's only a 15-foot chamber.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it is?
a
Oh.
15-foot chamber. It's small, so you
I was
get
gonna
there
say,
in
as a
one
rogue,
move.
do you have anything where like if they haven't gone yet, you have surprise attack. On the first round of combat,
If
if
you
you,
go
roll
first.
for initiatives first, they are flat-footed to you.
Yep.
It's only if I roll as a deception or stealth initiative.
Oh.
Which
you
we
can't-
wouldn't do in this case.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Otherwise, I was all about that. I was like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
But I want to try something. I am actually gonna. So I assessed it. One, pull out my sword, and then I got to move. So that all takes up all 3.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start moving off to the side.
To get around it.
Yep.
It is Tukes.
So you're in the room now with the.
You see him
skeleton?
sneak around the skeleton.
Okay. So, can I acid splash it without fear of hitting?
No, not without fear, but you could ask your splash accurately and not hit it. But if you roll a 1, we'll see
One's
that.
a 1.
One's a 1, baby.
It's a 1.
I'm just gonna do it. You'll be fine.
It doesn't have to be a 1 to critical fail in this. It has
I
to
know.
be 10 below the
I
target.
really like you
Oh.
so much, anyways.
I
I'm
kinda got
not
that feeling already.
considering.
Is that true? Is that real?
That one.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
What is the.
Oh, good.
I didn't want to create that paladin after all.
I
You
totally
see the
thought that
gnome?
was going to happen.
So did I.
Super excited, overly excited, and her hands are like she's gonna get this thing in one shot. And
Yes,
she
she did.
splashes acid out, and somehow it splashes onto the skeleton's armor, and he like looks down in anger, and then it hits you, and you're like, "What?" And the skeleton turns to you to see what's going on behind it. You have another action.
Doesn't damage him or anything, though?
No,
Okay.
neither one. But the skeleton
He's
notices
aware of you.
that he is there.
This is what you see.
I'm still just giving her the same look. Okay? First she struck me right. She's kind of befuddled, like, what's happening here? She's this great wizard I was told or something.
I'm leaning on my walking stick.
Just like this. Hide behind Micah.
And it is Cal's turn.
Now you wonder why I
Okay. I'll
for new armor all the time. Freaking mages.
I will move up to flank Micah. Flank, not flank. I mean, stand next to.
I got it.
Um,
You're on his team. Got it.
And we hit him. And we strike him. No, I'll move up alongside you. This is not going to go well if we start out like this. How far away is he from where Micah was standing? originally?
About 10 feet. He's
Yeah.
at the end of the chamber. He snuck around. So.
I'm going to hold my
Good
attack.
job. That's
You
great.
can't.
So that way I can, when he moves into engage, I'm not going to move up first. But if he moves to close in with us, then I'll attack. Or I'll just...
You won't have to now. There's a guy to swing at right behind him.
That's true. All right, well, no, hang on. So I will,
Just
since
as I remind you of that.
that's true. Since you remind me that he's looking at that, I will actually run up behind and smack him with my
Okay.
walking stick.
Take an action, swing.
You people doing all this.
13. So it's a walking stick. Is it an unarmed attack or is it?
No, we'll make it a staff, which
Or
is
a
what's a
club.
staff? D4 or club? 1d4.
Sure.
We're gonna make it 1d4 because you pulled it off a tree.
That's fair. So 13, and then,
Remind me to give you a weapon after this battle.
and I'm not. I mean, is it light? No, that's
Yeah.
armor.
It's a simple weapon.
Simple weapon. So, and I'm
You're
trained.
elfish. You're
I am
trained in it.
trained in that. So 13, 14,
Yeah, staff
15,
is D4.
16, 17 to hit.
You miss.
17.
So you probably strike the armor.
So you chink it as you take your stick and you're like, dude, I got this because its back is turned, it's going to strike at the rogue. And you hit it.
I smack it, and it kind of smashes
flinches
over
a
it.
little bit, and then it turns back to you.
And I look at my walking sticks that's been smashed on the skeleton.
It's not broken, it's
Okay.
cool.
Oh. Oh, God.
And Micah, you're up.
Cool. So I watch him do this, and this thing now sees him too. So that doesn't look great. So from where I'm at, from the safety of being out of his range at the moment, I'm gonna make a quick prayer to Caden to try to put this unrestful soul back to rest. And it takes 2 actions, and he's gonna take D6 plus 3 positive damage, and I don't have to make a hit roll.
Really?
It's the best thing ever.
That is really
You
good.
done.
He will get a fortitude save after this to see if he takes the other effect.
Okay.
So he just takes the damage.
9.
Attaboy.
9 positive damage. And then he needs to make a DC 16 fortitude save.
He fails.
Does he critically fail?
He does not critically.
Then there is no effect. He has to critically fail the roll.
Oh.
Because it's only a cantrip
Yeah.
that did 9 damage.
Disrupt
That's
undead.
happy to hear.
Is that disrupt undead?
Yeah. Yeah, if he critically fails the roll, he is enfeebled for 1 round.
I like that.
And then I'm going to ready my shield in case I got his attention.
So he has 2 targets to strike at, and he turns back to the rogue as he
That's
didn't
fair.
like getting hit with the acid, and he doesn't really know where it came from, but it's around the rogue, so he makes an assumption. He's not super intelligent, and swings down as hard as he can with his sword. What's your AC?
18, but I have a condition modifier if it hits. So.
And he strikes, and his sword misses you completely as you duck out of the way, and the sparks fly from the stone ground that his sword hits. And it is Riker's. Oh,
That's
we get
one
to 3
action.
attacks.
That's
right,
one
I forgot.
action, man.
My bad guys get attacks
I,
too.
just-
I like it.
Now, when you take multiple attacks, it's at a
-5.
negative.
Minus 5.
Wow.
So
So
he
stacking.
brings the sword back up to try to hit you with the flat blade of it. That will hit.
Oh, no.
I will try to use my nimble dodge, which is a reaction, and get +2 to AC.
That misses. So as he goes back with the flat of the blade, he goes too high, and you duck down below, and he swings again on the
Minus
return
10 now.
at -10. What's your AC?
18.
And he just misses. So he swings one more time, and you just dodge back out of the way. So you just like ducking
Yeah.
and dodging, but you
Really
don't have
considering
flank
all the life choices
anymore.
that
And it is Riker's turn.
Now that he's there, I'm going to make sure I put myself in a flanking position,
Okay.
and I will attack it. 22.
Hits.
For 10.
Okay. Second attack.
Undead
Yes.
don't have anything weird in this where they're immune to sneak attacks or anything, do they?
No. Well, these ones don't.
Okay, I know some editions they did.
Yeah, I figured I'd do it until, because I don't know. So, may I ask one question? Are there attacks of opportunity?
Yes, there are.
That's what I want.
Oh wait,
It
there
depends.
are. It depends if they
depends.
have it or
You
not.
have to be trained to do it.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Like fighters get it automatically, and some bad guys get it as well, or maybe the skeleton
Right.
fighter may have it.
Second attack. 18.
Okay. That misses.
Alrighty.
And you got into a flanking position, so that was your first action.
Yep. So I'm done.
So
Yeah.
you're done.
Tukes.
I know that I can do this. I've hit things with acid splash before.
You're right.
There is a penalty for shooting into combat in this as well.
Yep.
Oh.
You have to have the precise shot or some shit.
Just throwing it out there.
You can still try.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't listen to that GM.
I love my face.
Hmm. I think they have it handled. I'm gonna stay behind Micah and kind of peek around and make sure no one is coming up behind us.
Roll perception.
Okay. 18.
The door to your left, you hear a disturbance, and it's not just the distant wailing and moaning. It is a guy screaming. It's a guy's voice, and he's like, "Get back! Get back!"
Oh, I'm gonna go towards that voice.
It's a door.
It's
You
a
can hear
door?
it behind a door. One of the doors that are in the room.
Oh, inside the room.
Yes.
There's multiple doors
There's
on
multiple doors
either
on the
wall.
walls.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, there's nothing we can do about that right now.
Okay.
Mental note.
You can delay.
Put that
Pat
away.
him on the shoulder. Good job. You're doing a good job. Delay. What does that mean to delay?
So you can go again
Later.
after somebody's action. After an action happens.
So if something really goes down, you
Okay.
can.
Sure, I'll do that. Mhm.
Cal?
Well, I'm gonna hit him with the stick again.
Okay.
So let's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm flanked with Riker. So what does flanking give me? Plus
It makes them flat-footed.
Which gives you +2 to hit, I believe.
I don't know in this edition.
Thinking beta rules.
Gives you
here.
bonus,
Yeah, I think it gives a.
which is +2.
so
Oh, really?
20.
Because I haven't been adding that in.
It's +2. That's all it does.
Damn it!
So I
couldn't
give
have
you-
You
vehicles.
flank, you get extra damage. You just
Yeah.
get +2.
Right. So I get 20 to hit.
That hits.
Maybe it's fine to become flat-footed. That's great. Thanks.
Take 2.
So as you strike with your stick, you take it and you jam it into a crux.
It's not a
in
+2 bonus. Just it's effectively the same. They take a -2 circumstance bonus to their armor class while they're flat-footed, and while you're flanking, the opponent is flat-footed to you. Flat-footed is important because that's what also allows you to do your sneak.
Right.
Right.
So he's at -2 armor class when I have him flat-footed.
Yep.
That's
and you
awesome.
strike with your stick into a crevice into his armor. You do 2 damage.
And then I will.
I know it's weird because you.
Yeah, that's right. I'm so used
Or
to
do something
hit,
else.
move, and
Yep.
you're done. I will try to hit again.
Okay.
Because I'm here, and
Makes combat faster.
but yeah, and then it's a -5.
Yes.
So what's
So
your total?
9.
It don't matter for a critical
so,
fail.
9 minus 4, so 6. No, 5 plus 4. Oh, so it's just 9. It's a straight 9.
Is it 10 or less of what he needed?
Not quite.
Okay.
One more though. If I had something fun go on.
That is the danger. You have one
Your
action
last
left.
move.
Oh, and I'll just kind of protect myself,
Okay,
ready for an attack.
Micah.
Yeah, he doesn't look like his soul's at rest yet. I'm gonna cast that spell again.
Is that like a level 1 spell?
It's a
Oh
cantrip.
my gosh.
Stop resisting.
I love it.
So you just take it.
Yeah, d6 plus 3 damage, and then he has to make that save again if he critically fails it. So we will do only 7 damage that time.
Okay. So it does hit him.
I'm so glad they brought that over.
What's the
16 fortitude.
passes. Passes that time, and
And then for my last action,
yeah,
that takes
that
2.
takes 2.
Hey, ready my shield in case he comes over and starts to try to beat on me. Since I'm obviously trying to put his soul.
No, he's
back.
frustrated with the rogue because he's like, why can't I hit this guy? I'm super angry, so he swings as hard as he can. And like stumbles as he misses and steps too far forward, and he rights himself up and steps away from Cal and then turns back to swing at the rogue once again. This time he will connect.
I will do nimble dodge.
He still connects.
Damn. You're like, haha.
And the sword comes striking down. I gotta find the right stuff. And it finds a home into the shoulder blade of Cal's. It cuts deep in, and
Ow.
he takes, or excuse me,
Riker.
he takes 11 damage.
Oh! From Riker's point of view, it's the first time he's been hit like in his entire life.
And it is
He cries.
Riker's turn.
Ah!
So as he screams, the door bursts open that you're kind of like paying attention to, and this guy with a full beard in full garb, he's got like a hood that's down, and his hands are laden, and he kicks the door open, and then he turns, and he sees you guys fighting this skeleton. What did you wake him up for? And you're up.
What are they laden
Is he
with?
still flanked?
Just bags. There's some. You can tell it's like there's like some treasure in his arms.
Is this like the just loot haven?
Oh, it is now. Is he still flanked?
Yes,
Okay. That would hit a 21.
that hits.
For 13.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'll do it one more time. Nope, not one.
Oh no.
You're really good at the ones tonight.
See, that's why I picked a cantrip. I don't roll.
So as you strike, he brings up his. You swing at his shield arm, and you miss. And in order for him to dodge, he brings his shield up to the ready. Tukes.
Oh, so it gave him like a free ready action. Oh, good. Now he's even harder to hit.
Well,
I'm a little distracted from my cashing wound.
Fair point. Fair point.
well. So I don't want to do acid slash because he's surrounded by buttons.
You totally do. You just have to roll good. Well,
Yeah, because that's been happening tonight.
I feel a deja vu moment.
It totally will happen this time.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
You'll be okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's cock die. 16?
that misses. Did you get another attack?
No, that takes two
that
actions.
takes
Oh,
two
well, you can do
actions.
something
Yeah.
else.
Just.
But you're at range, right? So you're not next to him.
Don't forget about the guy with the laden arms.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I have a.
No, I'm
Oh.
reminding her.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well-
that's mine.
I
Ow.
mean, I don't want to hurt him right now, but I don't know that he's a friend with us. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. What's
Just-
your initiative?
Just looking around to make sure.
Cal?
What's that?
What was your initiative?
You were 10.
10.
You were
10, yeah. Yep.
So the gentleman who just walked into the room drops his armful of treasure, and he draws a longsword out of his sheath, and he charges at the skeleton.
Okay.
And he swings once, because in this game he can attack too. And as he goes forward, screaming, "We must kill it!" He swings way too over, and his sword seems to be too heavy for him. And he like sticks it into the ground. He's struggling, trying to pull it out.
I just give him the look.
Cal, you're up.
Well, this guy seems to have it handled, so Cal is gonna move it on back. Move it on back. I'm standing facing him, parrying if he, looks like he's gonna attack. So
He looks like he's gonna attack. I have to make sure how this works though.
I'm not just turning and bolting. So
In case this comes up, how does one die? Just over too much damage, negative con.
When you take enough damage, when you go to 0, you gain the dying condition. If you go to 0 because of a critical hit, you gain dying condition 1. If you go by a crit, you go to 2, and then every round you make saves.
That's
if you
right.
go to 5, you die.
That's right. Okay, thank you.
So as you step back, it brings its sword up and tries to take your stick out of your hands. And as it does so, it completely misses you. And the little guy that walked by with the sword in the ground, it steps back and it falls over him and goes prone on the ground.
precisely to plan. And
I
then
gotta buy new dice.
I know a place that sells them.
I know.
I will.
I bought these just for this game. They're not working.
I will tap on the guy's shoulder and point to the guy. There he is. He's down. Get him. And then I will.
He's still struggling.
Back
trying to
right
get
the
his
heck
sword out of
away.
the ground.
I'll back up to you guys.
Micah.
I'm going to spend a full round casting heal.
Okay.
Bringing down the blessing and light of Caden on these bold and intrepid adventurers who face evil. So if I read my spells all the way, you're going to love how this works. I'm going to roll a d10. It's going to affect everybody in the room.
Even the undead.
So I rolled a 5, so the undead takes 5 positive damage, and
Okay.
everyone else heals 13.
13. I am full.
So am I.
So, as
Praise
the skeleton
Caden!
lays
Got
on
your
the
back.
ground, the bones disintegrate to dust,
I put her rest.
and a mist flows through the air, and the dust actually goes up and kind of just disappears.
If there happens to be any other undead in 30 feet, they get hit with that.
And the armor just kind of like goes down because there's nothing else holding it up now. The shield clatters to the ground. The sword was already on the ground, and it lays there as well.
Well,
I go help him with his loot, of course. Well done.
Well done. You. Why did you even interact with the skeleton? Did you not see the runes?
Friend, are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. I
Then it
do
was
this,
well
but
done.
we need to go though. And he puts he takes his shield and
I walk
his
over
sword and
with
he
you
puts
too.
over,
Like I want to see what he has.
and he goes over and he grabs and
I'm
he starts
right
to look
there.
around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we accompany him to his bags.
Well, this is for my master. You do not want to mess with that guy. This is his treasure.
Who's that?
You want to meet him?
First
He
of all,
takes one sack and he ties it to his belt. And he takes the other sack and he ties it to his belt.
I don't see your master here, friend. Perhaps
I'm going to meet him. You can come with me.
Perhaps it's your loot
No,
that we can now
I would-
share with each
this-
other.
No, this is for my master. You can take it from me if you want. I'll give it to you, but he'll find you. And he takes it off his belt and he holds it out.
What is your master's name?
You take it?
yeah.
Okay. He takes one of the
Who's
bags.
your master?
My master is a great man in the city. I'll take you to him if you'd like to meet
I
him.
don't want us to meet him.
I
What's
know
his
several
name?
Great men in the city. Who is he?
He's not a religious man. He doesn't follow Caden at all. And he winks at you.
Let's start again. What's your name, friend?
Detect magic. I do.
Okay. In the bag he's holding, you get magic. You get a sense of magic. And he like backs up and he says, "What are you doing?"
I'm
He
sorry.
ties it back to his belt.
I untie it. Tie the other one. Give him the other one.
You untie it?
Like, I'll go there and
He's-
He
He's switching bags.
he keeps it away from you. I gave you a bag already. These are for my master. He's going to be upset if you take that bag.
Let's
You actually
On your head be it.
You actually offered both of them to us.
I'm going to keep this one.
let's start again. What's your name, friend?
My name?
I'm working my way around to this other side.
My name is Aaron.
Aaron.
With 2 A's.
Ah,
2 A's.
2A Aaron. All right.
What
He
do
seems
you,
like really excited, and
What's-
he seems very young.
what skill do you use when you want to know if someone is lying to you?
Perception.
I'd like to make that
Go
skill
for it.
check.
I would like to work around and put my arm around and said, it's okay.
21.
He seems to be telling the truth. Completely and wholeheartedly.
I'm probably no, your master.
But you can't have my bag.
What's your
He puts his
master's?
hand on top of the bag.
What's your
You're a
master's
smart one
name?
for your young
Oh, we could be good friends.
What's your master's name, friend?
Why don't you just come with it? I am not going to speak his name in this unhallowed place. You obviously are great adventurers to be here. You took down the skeleton, albeit with my help.
So what's back the
I
way
just
that
give him
you
a look
came
at
from?
that.
No.
What's back the way you came from?
Oh, there is much to be found in this tomb of the saints, and he rolls his eyes. But not now. And we should go.
Where does
Why
your
should-
master reside?
Why shouldn't we go explore the Tomb of Saints?
You may, but my master would probably like to meet you, and he lives in the coins.
I look
which-
to
which
these
you know
guys.
is the-
Well, I don't know
you
Absalom.
Don't know. So he lives within the coins.
It's like a merchant district.
Yes.
I
He's
give
a very powerful man in the merchant district of the coins.
I give a knowing knowledge, like, oh, I get that. First off, that's way too heavy for you, and I go to grab a sword.
He lets you take it.
I'm not taking it, I'm just like, this is too
Oh.
heavy for you.
Did you come in with that?
No.
This is my sword. He takes his hand off his bag and he puts both his hands on his sword.
How about this? You can't.
Subtle.
You said you don't want
We
to.
really should go.
All
And he points to
he's
the
trying
door,
to-
and you hear
in my friend.
you hear something coming.
He's gonna.
While he's looking.
Roll.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Natural
He's so focused, and he's focused so much on the door. We've got to go. We've got to go now. And he starts to walk back up the stairs.
What's coming?
We don't want to know. You thought this was bad? There's a lot more of this where that came from.
Really wasn't
I
that bad.
barely got away with my life. And he starts running up the stairs.
Maybe we should follow.
What's the as we're shoot. I'm gonna concentrate for a minute, close my eyes, and open my eyes and see if there's any other magic around the room. This is not detect magic.
In the bag he's got.
What about the armor or the shield or anything that skeleton
Nope.
had?
We wish to return these things to your
Can
master.
you use
Where we
longsword?
take it.
I cannot.
You could just follow me.
It's not a simple
I will
weapon, is
show
it?
you.
We have business here. We have to finish.
Very well.
I
I'll
signed
wait for you up top, but I'm not staying here, and I don't think you want to too. And he runs. Go ahead.
You can book it. That's fine.
He books.
I got a feeling I know who
The
his
noise
master
gets
is.
louder.
We should
Yeah. Like,
Move,
Is it
shuffle
like
on.
What kind of a noise? Like
It's like a rambling, stampede
I
kind of
hu-
noise.
Oh,
okay, like something large is running towards.
Yeah, and you hear
Or-
some
or-
clinking armor and
So-
crackling bone. You know,
he came through a door. Is the door
Yes.
intact or is the door smashed apart?
no, the door is. He opened it and he shut it when he walked in, and
And
that
that's where it's
turn.
coming from. Is down
That's
the
where that noise is coming from.
Probably go look, and then if we need to leave, we can leave.
Sure.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you open the door, you see down a long hallway a lot of undead. You see some skeletons, there's some stuff you don't recognize behind them, and they are running toward the door.
Do
This
they,
guy scampered quickly. They don't run as fast as he did.
do they look as intact as the thing we just fought?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of them bigger. Some of them smaller. Some of them don't look like skeletons.
Maybe we should go.
Yeah, it's probably a good.
Yeah.
We can come back.
We're not entirely prepared for all that.
Shut this door here.
I'm hobbling down the hall,
We'll
heading
make our
out.
way.
No,
Into the
I put my arm under his arm and shoulder, like,
Okay.
let's go.
Oh,
As you
thank
walk
you.
up the stairs, the ruins begin to glow blue. And you hear, as you're getting up the stairs, something smack against the door. Like it makes a sound of crumpling and then...
Oh, the runes probably stop it from
Getting out.
As we're coming up the stairs, I'm looking in that bag to see what's in there. What was magical?
In the bag, you find...
I was waiting for him to hand you a bag.
this.
The world's first Scrabble set.
Do you show us, or
I pull it out. I'm like, huh. I go to my box.
is that another Elvish rune?
Or...
It's a very poorly written A.
Hey.
Hey!
Speak bad common.
In Elvish, it's
Could
an
be a
H.
Or it could be a
or
Y.
H.
Ooh.
That is an Elvish H.
I put it in my box.
So far you have
A whole lot of in this box.
We're
No, I got a whole bunch of right here.
first Scrabble set.
I put it in my box.
You get up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron has got his sword out and he's leaning on it. Very smart decision. Now I shall take you to my master.
Now, can you speak his name now that we are...
No.
Can you tell me the first
No.
and last letters?
No.
of his- Well, that seems very...
Sneaky? My
No.
master is very sneaky.
Why would we want to meet your sneaky master?
Yeah, I'm not
He
really sure
can
what-
bring you much more riches than you already have.
I'm literally standing here with a
Not
stick
really.
Yeah, we have-
and breeches.
So for you, much, much more riches. Man of Caden,
How are your
perhaps
wounds
you
looking?
would like to
They're
go
actually
with me?
all healed. Now that all the wounds are healed, you can see I'm just covered with what look like maybe lashes. My back was just completely flayed. Both knees are scarred up, but they are healed. The wound over my hand has scarred over, and it's now just a very large scar. And just various slices and gashes all over.
Keep on my patience.
My-
He looks in bad shape. My master could help him out too.
He looks in much better shape now. How are you looking?
Good. I think we should probably
I'm here on a mission already.
We're already tasked by a master.
Very well. He
So-
takes his sword and he sheathes it and he starts
You
walking
can
down the
return to your
path.
master empty-handed.
He just walks down.
That's
He doesn't say anything. He just leaves.
Kid.
I have a feeling we'll either see him many more times or
Kid.
never again.
I throw it back. I throw one of the bags to him.
Oh, he turns around, he grabs it, and he ties it to his belt, and keeps walking.
Can't let him go empty-handed.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Well, you want to carefully go back down and see if the ruins have done their work, or is there something else you wish to view here, mistress?
No, we've seen this already. We might as well continue on.
I'm curious.
Curious about what?
Heading down. Back down again. I'm really curious.
I'm so worried that I'm gonna.
What is it we are looking for, friends?
Strange occurrences.
Items of intrinsic value.
I would.
I go. And
I would say this day has been filled with strange occurrences.
Yes. See, when I said that was like a certain amount of irony.
I'm no stranger to sarcasm.
You know, now that I think of it, after rereading this letter, it says you'll find the anomaly near the tomb of the saint. And my master would like me to bring him the news post haste. Perhaps this is what we've been sent here to do, and we should return.
That Kel is the anomaly?
Yes,
Well, I mean, Kel is definitely the first anomaly we encountered today.
absolutely.
Big, giant, undead, huge sword. Yeah.
That was definitely very interesting, but not out of place for this too, from what I understand.
The dead do not rest easy here, as
We
I
can
said.
come back. I could use a drink.
Yes.
His shoulder, he's got some blood dripping from, and there's a big gash in his.
Yeah, well, he
robe.
healed me.
Wait, you have a cloak, right?
Yep, on my.
Yeah, there's a big gash in
Yeah.
the cloak.
My stomach
Yep.
rumbles.
Dried blood.
The skin probably looks
Yeah.
nice and pink underneath there.
Whew. Don't want that to happen again. Ever. How uncomfortable. Yeah, I drink. First round's on me.
We should
Yeah.
take your wife's body somewhere a little bit safer.
Yes.
Yes, please. And he'll start making his way over there.
So you go outside the tomb.
Yeah.
As you exit the tomb, a black raven that was perched on top of the tomb flies down and lands on Cal's shoulder.
Does he seem off-put by that?
No, he actually seems quite relieved. Oh, it's good to see a friendly face. And he reaches up and scratches the raven's head.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Excellent.
well,
He has a pet.
Introductions. This is my friend, Corvina.
Corvina.
Yes.
Well, Cal, I think that we should probably take you to meet my master Duke. Get there. Kingsman.
Duke Kingsman.
Duke Kingsman. The reason we were sent here.
I would very much like to meet him.
He might have some answers for you as to how you got here.
I would like that very much. And he'll go over and pick his wife up. Keep the bedroll on and pick her up.
Is there like a normal place around here where the dead are laid to
The
rest?
farther from here, the better.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we need a different cemetery.
Or take her to a temple.
That might be a good idea. We should take her to a temple.
I would rather not. Take her to a temple.
Okay.
If it's
Even Temple of Pharasma?
no. He's-
Very well. Cannot promise them that her body will stay at rest.
she's clearly at rest.
Point. So were those other people in that grave that you were? Two? Until they weren't at rest.
We can take her to a groundskeeper of maybe a different cemetery, one not so sinister.
Saying all the temples oversee the graveyards. Pharasma would be your best choice.
Yes, she would, wouldn't she? And he starts walking.
I need a drink. Friends?
Well, it was very nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Shall we?
Of course.
I'm gonna head down to the. Do I need to know the local taverns?
Dragon Wing Inn.
Yeah. I'm gonna head down to the Dragon Wing.
Dragon's Wing Inn.
Dragon's Wing. Head
Cal's,
down to the Dragon's Wing Inn if you wish to join me.
Cal stops
I'll be there as soon as I can.
and turns around and says, "Perhaps he's the anomaly, or perhaps the entire situation is the anomaly."
Well, it's all very interesting.
Are you a prophet?
I don't think so, but
I would have no idea what a prophet is. I just heard the title.
There are no prophecies.
perhaps he should come with. He might add something to the story.
Can we stop by the Dragon Wing first and then go there?
I'm okay with that.
Get one to
You're
go?
Probably right.
Get one to go?
I could definitely use something to eat.
I'm the anomaly.
Sure. Maybe.
Cal gives you a wink.
How about the three of you go to the Dragon Inn, and I will go quickly to my master, and maybe he will want to come to the Dragon Wing Inn, or maybe he'll want me to bring you to him after I tell him what I found.
Fair enough.
I'll keep an eye on the mistress.
Thank you.
Drink?
Things to attend to first. So, and he walks to the front of the.
Yeah.
Is there a small church or something in the beginning of this?
Yeah. Crichton's church is just like 3 blocks from the Dragon's Wing Inn.
Church Gate.
I would take her to the Church of Caden.
Yeah, I'll take you there.
I'll be here.
So you go to the inn.
You're damn right.
You guys are going to the church.
Yep.
And you're going back to Copperwood.
Yeah. That's not far away, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a day's travel. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh no, I totally misunderstood that.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
far away.
Copperwood is outside of Absalom. It's an outer.
Ah,
It's in
okay.
Absalom, but it's outside the main city.
Oh. Okay. No. So I'll go to the inn with them. Yes.
So you stay with him. They're going to the
or
church.
to the church. Nope,
Okay.
I'm going to the church with him.
Okay.
With them. Yes.
Yes. Don't want to be near the guy that, you sprayed acid on or anything.
The common grave robber.
So you walk into the church.
I have not robbed a grave yet.
You go. Are you leading them?
Right. Technically, he's only robbed the living.
So you're going into the tavern, the inn.
Yes.
And you are going
To the
into the
church.
church. So you walk into the church.
Okay, is it quiet?
It is quiet.
Crichton
It is
around?
late.
Okay.
Crichton is not in the main chamber of the church, but obviously
Would there be an attendant priest on duty?
there is not a priest on duty.
Would
It
there
is
be?
not at this time. It
Okay.
is late.
Okay.
You guys were out late.
I'm gonna go see if Crichton is around.
Okay. You go to his office. Speak.
Knock on the door.
Speak.
It's Micah. I've returned.
You can hear him like shuffle, and he immediately opens the door. What did you find, my son?
Strange things indeed.
What?
But I.
A man?
Yes.
An
Someone
elvish
returned.
man?
Yes.
Am I standing
Where is
right
he?
there?
No, he's
Oh,
gone
I'm
back
back.
to the
I'm
chamber.
like-
So we're waiting. I'll lay
Where
her
is
out
he?
on the table.
in the main sanctuary.
He goes
right
back
now.
into the room and he grabs like a sack. And he like pushes you out of the way, not in a rude way,
Right.
but he
He's in a
like
hurry.
marches with haste. And
I
he
warn
walks
you,
in.
his wife has been killed and needs to be put to rest.
Oh yes, I know all that has gone on. And he walks back into the room, and he walks into the chamber of the church where you stand, and you're sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Mistress Took, it is nice to meet you. And he holds up his hand, and your wife falls out of your arms, and you cannot move. And he opens his sack, and he binds you in shackles. And that is where we will end.
I
Oh.
lean towards her. I did not see that coming. That's what I say.
And we will see you next week on the Realms and find out what.
We can't leave it
happens
there. we can squeeze another 45 minutes into this, right?
And we go out for our first episode. Please join us again back here on Wednesday next week at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time with the group.
Yep.
And we look forward to seeing you. Follow us at Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, anything you want to do, go ahead and do it. We need the followers. Find all of our social media on chaoticnight.com. It was great that you joined us this evening, and we'll see you again next week.
And we got Immersion RPG tomorrow, 7 o'clock too. So if you're looking for more role-playing action, tune in then and see what's going on in that game.
And make sure, if we entertained you, to like or subscribe to the channel. It helps us out.
And tell your friends.
Please.
And watch us every week.
All
the
right.
story's only going to get better.
Oh, no! Thanks, guys.
Well, maybe not for everybody. See you next
Thank
time.
you.
Guys.
Good night.